The Rottweiler is an incredible breed, a beautiful breed, a glorious breed. And in today's video, I wanted to give you 3 fascinating facts about one of my personal favourite dogs on the planet. Welcome back to my Rottweiler channel, and today we're going to be looking at some amazing facts about the Rottweiler, learning as much about the Rottweiler as we can to make sure that they're a great fit for us, and if so, how to raise and train them perfectly. So I'm going to hand you over to one of my breed experts who's going to go through 3 incredible facts about this glorious breed.
Number 1, they are therapy champions. The Rottie, despite their reputation as so-called devil dogs, actually have the capacity to be real sweeties. And due to their unwavering commitment to their people, their exceptional trainability, and their physical presence, they excel in therapy dog roles. There's nothing quite so grounding and affirming than the massive head of a 50-kilo dog resting on your chest as you recline, weeping on your sofa. Knowing that this famed killing machine is all yours and gives her whole heart to you makes you feel really valued. In fact, their affinity for emotional support work has led to literally award-winning performances in these roles. In 2015, a 3-legged Rottie called Wind won the AKC's Human Fund ACE Award for her outstanding service to the various humans in her cuddlesome care, and further won the audience's hearts. Doing proper temperament assessments early on and throughout their development is of course essential to making this work. Not all Rotties, and indeed not all dogs, are born with the natural ability to adore their human charges with gentle deference. But when it works, large and giant breeds provide the absolute best in canine therapy provision. Number 2, they almost went extinct. It's a sad truth that almost all working dog breeds have at some point faced extinction. Most breeds became standardized in the 19th century when dog shows became a thing, but existed in a less stable but equally prolific form for years beforehand. Because they have pre-industrial origins, most working breeds found themselves slipping in popularity when their jobs became usurped by machinery and mechanization. This was particularly the case for Rottweilers, whose most widespread role was in livestock transportation. They functioned as herders and cross-country drovers for cattle primarily. With the introduction of the railways, cattle droving was not only becoming superfluous to requirements, but was in fact widely banned and sanctioned against to promote the emergent railway service. Rottweilers, as a result, started to fade in popularity until a small number of breed enthusiasts worked hard to bring them back and rescue the breed with some inevitable outcrossing, with the logic that their versatility could justify their continued existence. And they were right. Aside from this late 19th century and early 20th century blip, the Rottie has been unstoppable. Number 3, they can put collies out of work. Border collies are known globally as the undisputed champions of flock herding and management. They control the flock by circling them and fixing those who are out of line with the iconic hard stare to keep them in place. It doesn't sound like much, but it works incredibly well. Until, of course, it doesn't. Some particularly hard-headed livestock can just ignore the death stare of the collies and continue to step out of line, making utter fools of the shepherds and their trusty dogs, whose meagre size leaves them with few other moves to play. This is where the Rottie can step in and get things sorted. Think of it like at school when the head of discipline gets called into the classroom to manage a kid who won't listen to the hapless supply teacher. Suddenly, compliance is restored, silence prevails, and the oh-so-confident 13-year-old is reduced to a shadow of his former self. The Rottie is the head of discipline on the farm, waiting in his office for the call-out. Many shepherds who use collies primarily keep a couple of Rottweilers on hand for when they find their collies failing to manage particular rebels in the flock. Their intimidating bulk and devastating force bark makes the most recalcitrant of ewes conform and comply. It's rare that they're needed, but when the situation calls for it, these shepherds absolutely swear by the incalculable force of the Rottie.
So I hope you found those facts interesting, guys. If you did, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here, because I can't wait to see you on the next episode.